Now lastly, let's see how we can calculate the pH of a strong acid or strong alkali. Just to recall again, a strong acid or strong alkali is one that is completely dissociated in water. For example, if we have a strong acid such as hydrochloric acid, the concentration of hydrochloric acid initially, let's say, is 1 mole per dm cube hydrochloric acid. The amount of hydrogen ions in solution will also be equal to 1 mole per dm cube. So if the pH of the solution is given, we can calculate the hydrogen ion concentration, or vice versa, like what we see in these very important equations. pH is equal to minus log of H plus concentration. Therefore, H plus concentration will be to 10 to the power of negative pH value. Now, let's consider something here first before we continue. Now, in aqueous acid solutions, hydrogen ions are contributed both by the auto-ionization of water. If you recall, auto-ionization of water, water is partially dissociated to H plus as well, and hydroxide. So in an acid solution, there will be H plus ions from the acid itself, for example, hydrochloric acid, and also H plus ions from water. However, the amount of H plus ions from water is really insignificant. The amount of H plus from water, this is really insignificant because it's only reversible, it's only partially dissociated. So if the concentration of the acid given, let's say hydrochloric acid given, if the concentration is greater than 10 to the power minus 6, then we will actually ignore this contribution from water. Why so? The H plus concentration from water at 298 is only 10 to the power minus 7, correct? So if this concentration of this acid is anything that is much more than 10 to the power minus 7, greater than 10 to the power minus 6, then we will actually ignore this contribution from water. So therefore, in most cases, we only consider the H plus concentration from the acid alone, in the calculation of the pH of the acid. Let's see some exercises here. The first one is done for you. For example, you ask to calculate the pH of this 5 times 10 to the power minus 3 mole per dm cube of hydrochloric acid. So you can see this concentration is more than 10 to the power minus 6. So for that matter, and HCl is a strong acid, very important, it's a strong monobasic acid. So the concentration of HCl will be the same as the concentration of H plus, which is 5 times 10 to the power minus 3. pH, remember, is equals to, pH, always remember this very important equation, pH equals to negative log to base 10 of the H plus concentration. So therefore, the value for pH here will be 2.3 for this solution. Now let's take about 1 to 2 minutes, to try B, C, and D. I will pause for that time for you to try B, C, D. Okay, you should be done. Okay, let's look at B. Alright, you're asked to find the pH of 0.25 mole per dm cube of sulfuric acid. Now take note, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, is what we call a dibasic acid, right? Every 1 mole of H2SO4 will produce 2 moles of H+, right? So therefore, the concentration of H plus ions in this solution will be equals to 2 times 10 to the power 2 times 0.25. So the concentration of H plus ions now will be equals to 0.5, and pH will be equals to the negative log to base 10 of 0.5, which will give you a value of 0.3. Okay, so that is the pH of this acid. Now let's look at pH of alkalis. Okay, so how do you find the pH of 1.25 times 10 to the power minus 2 mole per dm cube of sodium hydroxide? Okay, sodium hydroxide is a strong base, and it's a monoprotic base. So therefore, the hydroxide concentration here will be equals to the same as the concentration of the sodium hydroxide, which is equals to 1.25 times 10 to the power minus 2. Now, we cannot straight away find pH yet, because pH, if you remember, pH is the negative log to base 10 of H plus ions. But this is hydroxide ions, right? So what do? We have to find pOH. Okay, we have to find pOH. What is pOH, if you recall? pOH is the negative log to base 10 of hydroxide ions. So therefore, pOH here will be equals to negative log to base 10 of 1.25 times 10 to the power minus 2, which gives you a value of 1.9. And then now you can find pH value for this solution. If the pOH of the solution is 1.9, what is the pH of the solution? If you recall, this very important, I mentioned, you have to remember this very important relationship, pKw, which is equal to pH plus pOH, is equal to 14 at 25 degrees. So if we know the pOH value, we can find the pH value. Am I right? So the pH will be equal to 14 minus pOH, which is equal to 12.1. Okay, so remember, for the alkali, you've got to find the hydroxide concentration, then you find pOH before you can find pH using this relationship, okay, which is the pKw relationship. Some of you will think that yes, we can also do this alternatively. We can do this by using, from here we can find, using our Kw, which is equals to H plus concentration times hydroxide ion concentration. We can also find, if we know hydroxide concentration, we can find H plus concentration, and using the Kw constant 1.00 times the power minus 14, alright, at 25, we can find the H plus concentration as well from this, okay, and then we can find the pH value as well. We can also do that way. Alright, from here we can find pH. Okay, alright, so either we use the negative log to base 10 relationship, or we just use the Kw relationship. Okay, now next, what about the next one? I've talked about earlier on in the previous video 1.1c, I've talked about barium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide is a diprotic base. 1 mole barium hydroxide produces 2 moles of hydroxide ions, and it's considered a strong base. Therefore, hydroxide concentration here will be twice the concentration of the barium hydroxide, alright, which is equal to 0.2. Then next we find pOH, okay, which is equal to 0.699, before we find pH, which is 14 minus the pOH, alright, and this will give you a value of 13.3. Okay, so do remember, very important, the very important relationships between pH plus pOH, okay, in this, and what is this relationship, alright, okay, and this equation, which is pH equals to minus log of to base 10 of H plus concentration. In the next lecture, you will encounter how to calculate the pH of weak acid and weak bases.